And we are back. This is Tavern Talk Stories. It's a little game where you play as a bartender. Or it was a bartender, or it was a tavern owner, yeah. And you get to interact. It's like a heavy D&D inspired thing. There comes like a lot of customers. And I think we just talk to them. I'm not honestly sure. I didn't read a lot. My name? Yoey. I'm a he him. Hi. Welcome. Greetings, traveler. Traveler? Is that all I get? Greetings, old friend. Okay, we know her. It's good to see you, I suppose. Likewise. I've been told you sell magical drinks to exhausted travelers. Could I have one? Slow down. First things first, mate. Wait, you're a customer now. I should watch my manners. My deepest apologies, Miss Mariam. When did you become so polite? Character information unlocked. Oh. Lawful good, okay. We have that chart. Wizard, okay. Wait, what did you say? Yeah, polite, right. Change of heart. It seems miracle do happen. Anyhow, how about you go ahead and make me something to drink already? Alright, I'll indulge you. What can I get you? Let's see. Your menu is small, but enticing. How about a voyager's dream? It sounds nicely balanced. While a bit spiritual for my taste, it does remind me of you. Your head has always been up in the clouds. True. Such as hard concrete, the maw of a kraken, a spike. Alright, I'll take the clouds. Now, before you run off to make my drink, would you mind showing me what you've got going on back there? Tutorial, yes, that sounds important. Are you scouting out the competition? Call it wizardly curiosity. Can't argue with that. Come on, I'll give you a tour. How's this for a drink? Or how's this for a drink mixing knock? Nuke. Not too shabby. I like the personal touches. I like this little goober. Who are you? Thank you. I keep my potions here, carefully guarded by Captain B-Bug. Captain B-Bug, you say? Missed that little critter. Do you think I could pet them? They always appreciate a good head scratch. Maybe after I'm done explaining. Alright, let's mix your potions then. Not so fast, Miss Know-It-All. Let's follow the proper steps. It's important to listen to what my patrons want. After all, I want to make sure they get what they ask for. What, she wanted balanced spiritual drink? But just in case I forget, I keep a detailed protocol in my log. Voyager's dream balance. Yep, I'm so smart. Look at that. And for days when I need a little extra help, Slinky summarizes my notes for me. Why, is that you? Thank you. Sorry, Slinky? My lunar reef pygmy octopus. They came in for an internship one day and never left. Very nice guy. Once I feel like I have a good idea of what my patrons want, I browse my recipes. How do you decide on the perfect one? By looking at their properties and descriptions to see which one would fit my guests' wishes best. when I draw it on the board with my chalk. Then I draw it, whatever. You have those on your menu? Not anymore. Since each recipe requires the right balance, we need to pay attention to its stats. Okay. There's strength, charisma, dexterity, intelligence, and defense. Give you a classic? Each potion influences one stat? No. My potions can influence several stats at once. They can add to them or subtract from them. For organizational purposes, I keep them in a special order on the shelf. The higher up a potion is, the more stat it influences at the same time. Next, I just take one and pour it into the mug. Okay. So that's how you pour them. How else would I? Right. If I make a mistake, I can pour the faulty mix into Captain B-Bug's bucket. They love terrible potions. I want to use a trash can? Or they? Well, that makes one of us at least. Anything else you've got to keep in mind? I just have to remember to ring the bell once I'm done. Now, sit back and relax while I make your drink. And just make sure you wanted a Voyager's Dream. Come right up. Oh. Okay, you see on this when I... Okay. So this? Okay. Yep. And then 2 of the middle one? Oh, wait. No, I see it. Okay, because this one... Yeah, okay. 2 of this. 1, 2. And then 1 of this. Yeah, look at that. Bell. Insane. A dream of a drink, just for you. Let's see how sound your method really is. This is excellent. Inspiring enough for any dream. Thank you. Though if I may offer a suggestion, your drink mixing technique is certainly commendable. Yeah, out with the advice. I was experimenting with a new potion on the way here. I call it serious. Why so serious? Sorry. It's a simple brew that enhances the physical abilities of the body. And, well, I suppose it reminds me of you and your whole astrology obsession. You should have it. I think it can offer a different take on this delicious drink of yours. Well, that's wonderful. Thank you. Don't mention it. It'll look good in your inventory. On that note, congratulations on opening your own tavern. That does sound like a dream of mine. I know, and I'm happy you went after it. Can't scratch a dream if you don't chase it. Can't argue with that. So, are we competition now? Me and the Great Marium Alchemy Collective, I mean. Morea's most prestigious mage family and their famous potion of miracles. Versus Toby, Barkham's up-and-coming tavern keeper and his most delicious concoctions. Sounds like a battle for the ages, right? I think we might be occupying very different niches. Unless you're thinking about becoming a stuck-up mage who sells his diluted potions for marked-up prices, I think we're good. I mean, I could do that. Are you doubting me, Mariam? I'll think about it. Just kidding. We don't see this as work. This has to be a hobby. Sure. A very expensive hobby. They tend to be. I'd suggest a more profitable business model if you have the time. I'll think about it, Miss Mariam. You can drop the miss. We've known each other for, what, almost 2 decades now? Quite a while. Sure, we're probably best friends. Long time indeed. Even longer after you abandoned me for 2 whole years. I almost revoked your friend license. I was busy. You could have sent a postcard. I'm sorry. I just needed to get away after. I know, I lost her too. I'm just pulling your leg. I just missed you. I missed you too. How are the Gaffiera treating you? Wait. Gaffiera? What even is that? It's a completely made up thing. Gaffiera. Gaffiera. Whatever. I heard Twin Borgo. It's lovely this time of year. The local flora is in full bloom, which is beautiful. Postcard worthy even. But unfortunately, the uptake in pollen seems to have increased the fluctuation in the delta's mana irregularities. Put simply, keeping everyone safe from the arcane anomalies roaming the city gets a bit rough this time of year. Something about the exposure to pollen shifts the creature's behavior and hunting patterns. And you're trying to figure out why. As is my position as a Gaffiera analyst. Good for you. Maybe our character sounds so passive aggressive. I don't know why. Ugh. Did the magical protectors of the city also sponsor your armor? It's rare to see wizards running around this suited up. I made it myself. Well, the Gaffiera blacksmith made it, but I transmuted it. Made it impervious to lightning damage and gave it some absorbent properties. Sounds exciting. It is. Did you build this tavern yourself? I'll say we renovated it. That's cooler. It was honestly in rather poor condition, but I think I prettied it up quite well. We did. I haven't looked at the surroundings. Oh. Quests? Okay. Is it this? It's just that. Okay. Globe? Does not look like our world. Oh. Had some help with it too, of course. I didn't mean to click. That's a thing. I know that reference, though I haven't seen it myself. And the outside looks quite pretty. Oh, and that's that's that one the one court game. That's cute. You did a good job. I can barely tell someone broke that shelf before. Thank you. I like that it's right by the sea and so close to home. You moved to Borkum just to have a view of Moria from your backyard. What can I say? I'm sentimental. I thought about moving to Zenith for about half a day, but they put sesame seed in their bead rolls. I just can't deal with that. I think they taste quite good actually. A nice change of pace. Oh, how you betray me yet again. Did you try some of the treacherous bread on your way home? Plenty. I stopped by to pick up some incense I ordered, and the baker was right next door. He was very forthcoming about his assortment, as well as the town's gossip. I think I could write a whole cookbook interspersed with local tabloid articles at this point. Anything you'd like to share? You know how much I like gossip. I sure do. It was a whole lot of talking in circles and worrying about nothing. What stuck out the most was how worried he was about his niche neighbor's son. Apparently the kid hadn't slept well in days and insists there's a monster hiding under his bed. What kind of monster? Not sure. Allegedly it has as many feet as a millipede and snores. Fascinating. Do you think it's real? No. The baker also told me about a mysterious rogue allegedly going rogue in a town. Stealing buttons, beads, bones? No, honey. The townsfolks have started locking their doors at night. But even that isn't pretending they're robberies. I think the boy is scared and is projecting his fears into his dreams and under his bed. Not too bad of a theory. What did your investigation conclude, Cafeera Mariam? Nothing. Didn't investigate. I considered it. The opportunity to study the potential beast or delusion sounded alluring, but I only had time to leave a charm against bad dreams with the baker. I was only passing through after all. I guess your jurisdiction doesn't extend to the mainland anyway. So what did bring you back here? Me, I hope? The Afterlight Solstice Festival. My parents are sponsoring it this year, and they asked for some help with the preparations. There's lots to do, and we only have half a month to do it all. Glad to hear they finally reached out. Yeah. But I'm surprised you took days off for it. I've always thought you weren't too fond of the event. Too loud, too dark, too people-y, all that. I wasn't exactly in a position to refuse it. It was Sarah's favorite, you know, so I guess this was a way of honoring her. Obsessing over anything that reminds them of her existence, needing to make it perfect in her memory. Any way to keep on living, I guess. Okay, I see how that wasn't easy to say no to. Not that I tried. Anyhow, will you come over for the celebration? Maybe. I might have to work. I suppose a day off festivities means good business for you. I'll make sure to send some guests your way. Welcome! Did I hear festivities? Who's throwing a party? And why am I not invited? I'm sorry, who are you? This is Una. She helps me with my renovations and repairs. So I let her live upstairs for free. I see. Now the makeshift route makes a lot more sense. No need to be intimidated by my DIY skills. You two know each other? For quite some time, yes. And you never introduced me to her, Toby? Here, I thought we were so close. Even after I lost my hand while trying to fix your tavern leaking stern. Please don't believe everything she says. Hey! You want me to tell me you climbed all the way up there yourself to fix that leak? That's not... Never mind. To tell you the truth, I lost my arm while brawling with a two-headed sheep. I don't know if that makes it better or worse. Terrifying beast, really. Good thing there was a field of clovers nearby. Did you know they're absolutely crazy about clovers? Just in case you ever get into a hairy situation with some sheep. Or should I say, a woolly situation? Oh, good one. I hate that I'm laughing. Same. Yeah, true. You know exactly why you want me to stay here. Ugh. Thinking about that sheep is really making me crave one of your drinks, though. Could you make me one? Why do sheep make you think you have... Does it really matter? You got a drink for me or not? Sure. What may I concoct for you? Something that'll make me feel the lucky fool at the poker table over at the Squeaky Lobster, you feel me? And that a bit of charisma, so no one will notice a thing. Notice what? If I elaborated on that, I'd have to get rid of you. Alright, girl. Yeah. In that case, I'd better see what charismatic brew I can concoct for you. Great rhyme. Now, Una didn't request a specific drink, but she did mention some attributes the drink should have. What did she say again? Charismatic. Lucky? Something about poker tables. Alright. Now I need to browse my recipes for a drink that matches her request. If I get lost, I can always ask Slinky for help. I've got this. Quest, slow strike. Stress, refreshing, hot. Luck? Inspiring? No. What did you want again? Where's the note? Oh, all these paper. I feel like I'm doing paperwork. Don't I have a little thing? Slinky. Oh, wait. Inspiring, spice, luck, hope. Motivation, hot, refreshing, stress. Wait. Oh, and that's... Okay, it has to be this, right? Yeah, for sure. Okay. Right. This for sure. Yep. That'll remove. Okay, yeah. 2 of this and 1 of this, and we're good. Yep. Right. Yeah. Yep. Oh, that's beautiful. There you go. Here you go. Let's see if this suits your taste. Delicious as always. Exactly what I needed. The losers over at the Squeaky Lobster Poker night might as well pack up now. So what about you, oh so mysterious suited up woman? I know absolutely nothing about you. Only that you're besties with Toby. How about you share a funny little anecdote with us too? Or at least your name. I'm Gaffiara Mario. You know, like the Marium Alchemy Collective, the famous potion brewery on Moria. No big deal at all, if you must mention it. There's a potion brewery on Moria? If you make it to Moria sometime, I'd be happy to give you a tour. Awesome! I'll put it on my Gaia bucket list. You're not from here, I take it? Nope. Straight out of the Astral Sea. People can usually tell immediately, but nah, whatever. I'm here now. What a sweet gig. I suppose so. Any particular reason why you're exploring Gaia? I've heard wondrous things about the Astral Sea. It must have been difficult to leave it behind. Curiosity. I wanted to see every last bit of Gaia. Every blade of grass, every tree, leave no stone unturned. For you, Gaia may be completely normal, but for astral folk like me, it's rare we get to see beyond the tides. So, now that I can, I've got to make the most of it. However, I'm able to. They don't make as many manuals on adventuring as you'd think. And I'm getting tired of counting all the cracks and crevices on this wooden interior. I can hear you. I'm sorry, I didn't. It's alright. I'm hoping you'll see more of the world too. I appreciate the company though. And I appreciate a good old bar with a good view. But I'd like to see as much of Gaia as I can before I mean, I'd love to see the biannual astral star eclipse from a Gaian perspective. Allegedly, the best place to watch the eclipse is Varica. But it's so far up north, kinda out of reach for me currently. So until then, I'll just go on fun day trips and get into bar fights everywhere. Speaking of bars, remember how I told you I'd do some industrial espionage for you over at the Lucky Knitter? Vaguely. How'd it go? First of all, your tavern is still cooler. That's a relief. But even better, I roped the owner into a dice game. The bet. If I won, I'd get something extraordinary. If they won, I'd fix their broken void siphon. Whatever. Yeah. And I assume you won? Bingo! And I snatched quite the treasure for you. Another blender thing I can use. They said it was collecting dust in the glass cabinet anyways. And now, I'm handing it over to my worthy friend. The label says Anka. No idea what it does, but I figured it might be useful. Thank you, Una. I think it'll add nicely to my collection. I thought so too. Anyway, let me fill you in on some hot Fessoan gossip I picked up on the way back. I'm all ears. Apparently some exciting things are happening in Zenith at the moment. So you've also heard about the strange thief? What? No, actually, I was talking about the colorful cobblestones that started appearing everywhere. I definitely have to get my hands on a few of them. I bet they're magical. Who knows what I could do with them? I did see those colorful stones in the pavement. Red, pink, and orange, if I'm remembering correctly. They looked cute. I figured they were the doing of a young carbuncle. You know, those little furry critters with a gemstone between their eyes. Maybe one of them painted the street's cobblestones in their favorite colors. Carbuncle? They're pretty rare in Fiosa. I thought they preferred a warmer climate. Hogwash! It's clearly the work of an artistically gifted leprechaun. Have you ever seen a leprechaun paint stones? Have you ever seen a carbuncle at this latitude? You seem a little crazy. I'll go with the carbuncle sounds better. Of course it does. Either way, I really gotta check it out. You could also investigate the thefts while you're there. Or help a poor kid plagued by nightmares. Not sure how cobblestones would help a kid, but I'll see if I can find an adventurer with a babysitting license to pass on your worries. Yeah. Do you need a ride then? I'm happy to introduce you to a merchant who frequents the route. They still owe me a favor. That sounds great. Thank you. Let's go then. What's the rush? You could stay for another drink if you want. I'm hoping to catch my acquaintance before they depart to Zenith. Right, of course. Well then, see you soon, Toby. Till the next tidal wave. Whatever that means. Until next time, Tavern Keeper. Take care of yourself. And don't make me wait so long next time, please. I won't, promise. Okay, we got some characters. Hi. Hello. Astral's hairs don't know the Makawa. Makawava? Makawawa. Alright. Yes, they do. And how would you know that? I've read a basic biology book. Wait, you can read? Hello and welcome to the Drowsy Dragon Travelers. Oh. Thank you for the kind greeting, Tavern Keeper. You may call me Toby. It's a real pleasure to meet you, Toby. So, Toby, do you have any paladin repellent on hand? Can't say I do. How about a truth serum? Nope, not that. Not that one either. Sorry. Truth serum? Are you accusing me of lying? I'm not accusing you. I know you're lying. Alright, alright. How about some drinks to settle your spirits? Drinks? You have my full and undivided attention. How much do they cost? Just your names. You drive a hard bargain. Those are very precious. We're giving out drinks for free? Jeez. I meant an introduction. I already like my name well enough. Ah, that I can do. I'm Rune. No, you're not. That's the name of the guard I talked to earlier. Common name. Sure. We can't all be called Kasar Duskbringer. No, we couldn't. That would be very inefficient. What a lovely name. Thank you. It serves its purpose. Can I get my drink now? Of course, right away. Anything in particular you fancy? The hottest drink on your menu. Like, literally? What else? Alright. I do remember we had this, right? Hot tea. Yep. Should we try one where we don't draw the recipe? 20 -1. Okay, 20 -1. Wait. I'll draw it. I'll draw it. No, not that one. Sorry, what's your name? I forgot your name. I'm so sorry. Do that one instead. Thank you. Probably gonna need that. Probably this. Let's try it. Okay. Then this, right? Yeah. Okay. It's coming together. Oh yeah, we just need 2 of you. Yep. Beautiful. There you go. Hot and steamy, as requested. Ah. You really went all in with that drink. I gave it my best. Undo appreciates your efforts too. Sorry. Undo? The pollywog on their shoulder. He's not a pollywog, you uneducated mop. What is he then? A draconic familiar. And a gift from my buddy Levi. Leviathan. Haven't you read a basic theology book? I'm sorry, we're talking about the Leviathan? Yes, the great sea serpent. Dragon of the primordial sea. Coolest guy around. Yada yada yada. You know what? I don't want to know. Not at all. How you got your hands on a draconic familiar. That's alright with me. Well, I'd love to know more. Maybe next time. Okay, Rune. Whatever. For now, can I offer you a drink too, Kazar? No, thank you. I don't drink on the job. For dragon's sake. What's your job, if you're okay with me asking? I'm a paladin in the Aurelian Star Guards. I've dedicated my entire life to spreading the Cassiopeia's light and wisdom in the Order of Starlight. I save those who cannot save themselves and deliver justice to places darkness threatened to conquer. So like a cop. No, not like a cop. The dragons wish for us to live in harmony with one another. And for that, we must find a balance between compassion and rooting out evil. So a religious cop. I'd much prefer a different insult. The Order of Starlight. We don't often see people from the Order here in Mossbury. We don't have a big stronghold in Fesoa yet. And the Aurelian Star things, we're based in the Magicracy. That explains the stick up your ass. And where are you from? The circus? Your dreams. Riz! My nightmares, more like. What convinced you two to travel together? A mutual love for bickering? We're not traveling together. What is this then? Surveillance. Toby, I'm sure it won't surprise you to hear this, but I ran into this criminal while they were running from the law. Quite literally, 6 guards were chasing them. 6! Yeah, and you helped me get away from them. What does that make you? Compassionate. Yeah, he got you, bro. Nah, he got you. You were outnumbered and it was unfair, so I felt a bit of empathy. You might want to look that word up. I'm good, thanks. Plus, it's innocent until proven guilty, right? Mm-hmm. That being said, they look very guilty. I've never stolen a thing in my entire life. You tried to pickpocket me 3 times on the way here. What did the guard say or yell while you were running? I won't repeat the yelling, but I checked in with them later to hear their side. They told me a very precious artifact was stolen from the Museum of Historical Sea Serpentry. No, I wonder. What could he have possibly stolen? I don't know, bro. The local Leviathan Museum? Yes, the Eye of the Storm has gone missing. It's said to offer a glimpse at the dreams of the great serpent himself. Oh, great sea serpent. Well, wouldn't that explain the little dragon? Hence why it was being safeguarded by that abomination of a temple-museum combination. I love sure, I love looking at the orb. I heard it's beautiful to look at. I bet. The receptionist saw a cloaked fae with a giant staff and a purple familiar pocket it. Could be anyone. Could be anyone. I see the issue here. Well, how about a compromise? Gassar, you give the eye back, but without handing in your new acquaintance. That way, you'll both be happy. I would have already done that, but they don't have it on them anymore, and they refuse to be honest about it. Now I need to find out where they hid it. So you don't get in trouble for hiding. So you don't get in trouble for helping them flee? Bingo! And so I can return the artifact to its rightful owner. I can't exactly let a criminal run free either, but I need proof first. One should not condemn without having weighted the scales of justice carefully. Spoken like Cassiopeia herself. Yes. Not that I stole anything, but if I did, Leviathan would greatly appreciate it. And how would you know that? I asked him. Right. And what did he say? Nothing. But he didn't take away my powers, nor banish me into the crater of a volcano, so he clearly approves. Seems like you've lost your marbles then. Do you follow any of the dragons, Toby? I hope your familiar isn't a result of wizardry. Devoted to Gaia. Sounds wonderful. I'm happy to hear you found your calling. Me too. She's been a great help with my recipes. Oh, is Gaia like the common god? Oh, I like Rune better though. Whatever. And she sent me Captain B-Bug over here. I couldn't be more thankful. Okay, well, if Gaia did that, I mean, we gotta believe in Gaia. May I ask what all the trappings of astrology here are about then? Cassiopeia and Leviathan are typically the dragons associated with the stars, so it's a bit off-brand, right? Not really. This is my tavern, not Gaia's, and I like astrology. Let's see, we learned it from the local sailors. And since they're my main customers, It just made sense, you know? That's actually quite sweet. Thank you. You know, the star signs were created by Cassiopeia and Leviathan in unison. They both work quite well together. They're twins. Such is expected of family, traditionally. But they're naturally opposed. Chaos and law don't go together. Hence the different planes and doctrine. But speaking of your gifts, Toby, I admit, I'm curious about your drinks now. May I try one after all? Happily. What will it be for you? Let me think. After talking so passionately about Leviathan and Cassiopeia. After talking so passionately about Leviathan and Cassiopeia, the Voyager's Dream sounds like a fitting brew. I actually got some new potions in today. If you'd like, I could try mixing up a fresh version of the Voyager's Dream. Maybe with a shot of my new Sirius potion. Sounds exciting. Count me in. Will do. Well, I want this. Which one's the serious one? Okay. So we just need to use this. Got it. Do this. Oh, yeah, that's enough. Okay. Mixed with a different brew, a Voyager's Dream for you. Incredible. It's almost like I can taste the astral and primordial seas in unison together. Oh, are those the two, like Leviathan and Cassio? Dude, I'm so forgetful. Cassio something. Your assortments of potions has quite the variety of flavor profiles. You must get around often. Not as much as I'd like, actually. How so? I'm a tavern, bound most of the time. No one to cover you in the case of absence? Something like that. How do you get your potions then? Well, I usually make them myself. I come up with whatever I can, for recipes as well. Sometimes my friends bring me new potions or recipes they stumble upon during their travels too. Cool. Wait, let me see if I... Ah, I knew it. Here you go. That's really not necessary. But, thank you. It was getting all crumpled up in my bag anyways. Do I want to know where you stole that from? Stole? Not at all. Totally normal recipe I found under a rock. Sure. Say, Mage Boy, what were you doing at that museum anyways? Or in Fiosa for that matter? Do not call me that. My bad. I'm here for missionary work, and for curiosity's sake, to be honest with you. They say Fiosa has harbored many of the dragon's champions. Indulging in history a bit can't hurt, right? Though clearly, Leviathan's allegedly chosen one leaves a bit to be desired. I was hoping to find some interesting exhibitions or lectures on a local divine legends. You know, learn from the best. Or the worst. Those sorts of things are usually so boring. Perhaps you just lack the attention span to enjoy them. Make sure I don't forget to tell you about the new museum they're building at the Sei Plains right now. New museum? Yeah, I overheard some of the guards gossiping about it earlier. Apparently, there's a fresh dig site on the steppe, and they're trying to improvise an exhibition or something with the loot they've found. Sounded very boring and dry, but maybe that wouldn't quench your thirst for dull knowledge. The Sei Plains, you say? They're not too far from here. Right? Maybe I should visit them myself. I heard they're designing the museum's architecture around the shapes of the artifacts they've found. You shouldn't be anywhere near museums or artifacts. Will you go see it? Perhaps. I need to figure out this whole thing first. What whole thing? Me? No. Yes, the whole stolen artifact thing, as well as the accidental aid-in burglary thing, and your lying thing. May I recommend some rest first? I have somewhat comfortable beds. Actually, yes, please. I could offer you separate rooms or separate ones. Am I staying too? Yes. You're in investigative custody. Fine, I can use a nap and another drink later. I'll be ready. Have a restful night, Toby. And keep an eye on your silverware. I don't even like silver. That'd make a fun rumor. What does that even mean? Sometimes my patron come in with really interesting gossip. That's always worth noting down. You never know when you can turn a nice piece of gossip into a quest. But this time, I was just kidding. I don't think your silver aversion could be helpful for any future adventures. Hold on. Turn rumors into quests. How do you do that? At the end of every day, I sort through the rumors I've heard. And some days, I have enough to turn into a quest for my patrons. It's quite fun. Mind showing me how that works, perchance? Sure. It's still tutorialing? Dang, bro. This is a huge game. This is my rumor to quest workstation. Name pending. What's this little fella doing here? Oh, that's Linky. They organized my journal and already have the day's rumors ahead. Or at Tentacle, I guess. Better keep them away from Ondu. He's very territorial when it comes to purple. So you already have several empty quest papers needed or prepared? Exactly. That's why I can easily group my rumors together. And I can plan out multiple quests at the same time. Rumors that I think might be related go on the same quest paper. If they're nothing alike, I place them on different ones. And what about the shell on the side? Sometimes I write down rumors that seem relevant at first, but eventually turn out to be useless. Why don't you just throw them away then? What if I change my mind or make a mistake? This way no snippets get lost. Plus, Slink and I like to keep things orderly. A little chaos never hurt anyone, right, Andy? What matters most is that once I have enough rumors to make a quest, I have to take my time and fully put it together. You know what? Let's make a sample quest. I'll write you some example snippets. Let's add the first one to a parchment. A short example rumor snippet to explain to Rune how my quest making works. Now I need to find all the rumor snippets that fit thematically with the first one and add them all together. Another quest, make an example. This time it's green, like this. And another one. Example quest. This is how a finished quest paper would look like. Normally, I'd add a proper description for adventures. For the sake of showing Rune, that's you. How to create a quest. This short description will suffice. And that's how you create a quest. Obviously, this is just a quick example. I write proper descriptions for the real deal. Let's retire this one. Sometimes I can even take multiple quests a day. Hold on, are you taking notes? Maybe. I'm just interested in how quests are made, that's all. Well, now you know the process. But I'll keep the actual quest making to myself, no spoilers. After all, I'm the tavern keeper and you're the adventurer. Fine, I'll accept your judgment. Come on, Andu, let's get to bed. Have a restful night. Now let's build our real quest. Like a bright child is afraid of the mysterious monster allegedly hiding in their bed. These two could be related. I feel like a monster. Wait. What town? Probably the same town. Rush. Pain. I mean, no. Are these related? Yes! The boogeyman stole my socks. In the small town of Zenith, a young boy is being terrorized by the sounds of thousands of feet and loud snores below his bed. Could this monster be summoned by nightmares caused by a series of strange thefts plaguing his neighbors? And who decided to give the town a makeover by repainting its cobblestones in bright colors? A leprechaun? A carbuncle? A very artistic button collector? Solve the mystery. Get 2 for free. Great. Oh. Keep that one in here. Yep. Oh, that's the end of the demo. I was thinking I'll have to split this into multiple things because this is getting long. Wow. Incredible. What the? It's serving? Oh. I'll click this. I'll do that later. Wait, let's get to a nice menu screen. Okay, this is nice to look at. Wow, that was crazy. What the? That was really, really fun. Good character writing. The characters were really cool. I mean, the look of the game and, well, not just like the feel of the game. Like the mechanics, the gameplay, really smooth. The text box, like the sound is nice. The design is clean, nicely wrapped up. The lore also really interesting. I for example, I really fuck with Rune, the little guy, the little green guy. He looked interesting. No, this is crazy. Who made this? Oh, I did not realize. Oh, the game's released. I just played the demo. Ah. Well, the demo was absolutely awesome. I will most likely get the game and maybe upload videos, or I'll just play it myself, honestly. This is just like playable in my free time. But if you're super curious yourself, I'll leave the Steam and itch link in the bio or description, sorry. Go get it yourself. This is an incredible game. Well, thanks a lot, Gentle Troll Entertainment. That's the studio. Absolutely incredible game. Peak for sure.